Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. So, our players have marked the map with where they think the wizard might live or might not live, with circles and X's. So,
You have to find that if Narrowed Lake is a salt lake or not. To the non-magic library.
All right, you can head to the non-magical library. There is the librarian.
Oh, is there a book on Narrowed Lake?
She will lead you to the flora and fauna section and point you to a book that discusses the waterways of Drekis. And within this book, if you spend, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, you'll be able to find the pages that tell you Narrowed Lake is indeed fresh water.
Okay, so it's not fresh, not Narrowed Lake then.
Wait, did you say anything about seeing noticeable big islands?
Islands? From my home?
From your home? Yeah, like large islands.
No. You just look out over the lake, and it just goes forever. There's no islands in the lake.
There's no islands. Okay. All right, guys. I think that rules out Kirschwick.
Is your town got city walls around it?
No. I could never live in a town with walls. Don't be ridiculous. They confine you. They keep you trapped in. You know, the walls, they're not designed to keep the enemies out. They're designed to keep the prisoners in. You can't trust walls.
That is true. Walls are messed up.
So that eliminates all the towns with the little fort icon.
No Rhinor, because there's a bunch of islands there too. I mean, yeah, it seems like Stoneport or Bon May.
Yeah, that seems likely.
We could.
Is there a river near your house? Is there a river?
Well, I suppose the lake gets fed by many rivers.
But you don't recall a river?
He racks his brain, trying to remember if there's a river by his house or not. I'm just gonna give him an intelligence check for this one. No, I don't think there's there's definitely waterways. What's the difference between a creek and a river?
Mathematics only.
I think it's quite a subjective thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Are there creeks?
5 letters, I would say, is the difference.
Ooh. 1 letter? No, they're both 5 letters. There's no difference between them at all.
Yeah, but every letter is the difference. Every letter's not the same.
Did we ever read the letter?
No, we didn't read the letter. We only read the.
Why have we not read the letter yet?
I can't read.
I just smudge writing these days. Okay, it's kind of a struggle.
I'll take the letter and read it.
It says to Ferris. The scroll you wrote for me did not work. I would like my money back. Furthermore, it seems to have backfired in some strange sort of way. My fingers are all purple now, and I need you to undo this effect. Please, with haste, come over to the temple and undo this mistaken magic. Signed, Mother Red, Cleric of Martha.
As a cleric, do I know that one or not?
No.
Well, we could go to the temple and ask about Mother Bread.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can, but they're not gonna know. You can go to the temple. They have no idea who Mother Red is.
All right. Okay.
Definitely no one from around here.
Okay.
Well, we could hit the road in these shiny new set of wheels and see what's going on at Bon May, and if not, we could use a boat to hop around until we find it.
Is there a lighthouse in your lake?
It's ridiculous. Why would you put a lighthouse on a lake? It's ridiculous.
simple.
Absolutely nonsense. Besides, you know how difficult lighthouses are to build? You got to import gnomes, my guy, man. Gnomes. And what more fearsome enemy is there but a gnome?
How did the letter get to him? Is there an address on it, or I guess there's a messenger?
Yeah, it just said to Ferris on the outside, so it must have been like a intra-city letter.
What did I take on this guy?
I guess so. It does mean though that there is a temple at the place, because he said because of the intercity letter, it's probably not going to be a temple in another city. But the question is how many cities have temples?
Yes.
Over all of them.
Literally everyone.
Okay.
Could we ask the temple who's got clerics of Martha at their temples? Do they know that much?
Most of them.
No, they won't. They won't have those sorts of details on other places. They're all what do you call them? Relatively independent of one another.
Can I search him for anything else of note?
Yeah. I think it's important how you go about searching him.
Okay.
How would you go about doing this?
Suppose we'll just say, I'm gonna look around on your person for anything else that could help us find where your home is.
Okay. Careful though. Don't get too handsy.
Start looking through his pockets.
You start rummaging through his pockets. Let's see. What might he have? That's a great... What would he... He has... He's got a bunch of spell components. He's got like 30 silver pieces and maybe like 150 iron pieces. Let's see.
Do the coins have a mintage on them?
A what on them?
Or what's the town of origin of the coins? Or they just
they
general
won't.
Trackers coins?
Yeah, they don't bother saying where the coins were minted on them, unfortunately.
All right.
I don't think there's anything in his pockets that would be a good clue. No clues in his pockets. But good thinking.
We've eliminated a lot of places though, but
Yeah, what do you do for fun, sir?
Me? For fun?
Yeah.
Well, I like to do crossword puzzles. And Sudoku? Are you familiar with the game of Sudoku? Wonderful game. Great brain teaser. Keeps you sharp.
I love Sudoku.
is your home in the hills or in a forest or in the plains?
It's in a town, silly.
There's a town in the plains, or is it near a forest?
It's within the walls. There's no... It's just... It's in a town.
You said the town didn't have walls.
Tell us about the town.
I mean, within the bounds, the metaphorical walls, you know. There's... The town... I don't know. You know, it's got... the big lake nearby. And there's the people in it. Home.
What do you like about your home?
Like, that's where I get to live. I'd love to live there. I don't know. Mostly
What does your
nothing?
second story window look like?
Why, it looks exactly like that building, he says, pointing to Shenanigans. That's it.
that's
Doesn't yours have
That's
a
my
third
home.
story too? Does it have a third story window? Doesn't yours
No,
have 3?
no, look, it just has 2. It just has 2. The one and the second. It's right there. This must be my house. Thank you so much. And he walks
No
up to
worries.
Shenanigans, produces
Bye.
the key, puts it in the lock, and it doesn't work.
We'll just open it. It's not locked.
Oh. And he steps on in and is immediately thrown back out by the patrons inside.
Is there anything on the key? I try to examine it more while he's holding it.
Yes, there is. There is a mark on the part where you would hold on the key that says NK.
Neal, did he have a spell book?
Does.
Can I learn some of his spells?
It would take days to learn the spells.
Okay.
And I think he would notice you swiping the spell book.
Right.
But you might be able to convince the man, right?
Definitely could convince the man.
Yeah.
NK. What do you guys think that means? Could it be a
Well, it's
location
not.
in the town?
His name's Ferris, so NK doesn't refer to himself.
Could it be a place in the town? I don't know if there'd be any major landmarks in the town that would be named. Sir, why does what are these letters on your key mean? Have you ever seen them?
Right. No, that's the signature of the bloke who made my key.
Oh, who made your key?
Neal Knight. Greatest key maker in the world.
What's his address?
Oh, he just lives down the block from me. You go 6 blocks and it's the 4th left on your right.
Oh boy.
I think it's 555 2nd Street. No, it must be 555 5th Street? There was something about the 5s and the street. There's a 5 in it and he's on a street. That's definitely right. Maybe it was 1555 55th. No. There's not a 55th Street. There's a is it Opal Way? No, Keymaker Way?
Oh, what town's it in?
Oh, it's in my town, of course.
Which is?
I don't remember.
Is there a locksmith in town? Or is it only
Cog Wrench is the only locksmith in town, unfortunately. I mean, you could talk to him. I don't know if it's gonna help. I don't know why I'm pushing you to talk to Cog Wrench. It's the bane of my existence.
He says that as a rhyme. He said this is a rhyme.
Do people travel through your town much? Is there much trade or roads to go through?
No, it's a nice, quiet, peaceful little town. Not a lot going on. It's just the way I like it.
Okay. Do you guys think there's any towns that fits that description? I feel like that kind of rules out Bon May maybe because it seems like that's more of a trading port.
I was in Bon May once. There was a wild party there. There was meat on the stick, and there was meat in the streets. Everyone was naked and throwing beads at each other. It was a wonderful party.
From Bon May.
Yeah.
So you're not from there.
Did I settle down there? Seems like something I would do. You should have seen them. Everyone out there taking their clothes off for beads. Here, let me show you. And he begins to undress.
Stop him. Gently.
Oh, right, there's no beads yet. Ha! Good call. That's how they get you. You know, you can only take the clothes off after they've given you the beads. Otherwise, they'll just keep them for themselves.
Why don't you buy your own beads?
That
just wear
defeats the
clothes.
purpose of the game. Oh, back in my day, we did crazy things.
What other places have you been to? Have you been to Rancor?
Rencor. It's a familiar name to me. Yes, I think I have been there.
Well, we could go there and see if anyone recognizes him. He's been there at least once.
What a
If it's not
splendid
there,
idea.
we can knock it off the list.
Do you ever
Yes!
live in Rancor?
Maybe.
Darius,
That could be
Whalers Bay,
home.
Brooklyn.
I'm so excited. It's been so long. I don't even know the last time I was home. What day is it? What year is it?
Yeah, what year is it?
My God, who is the queen?
Lorela. Wick.
That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, probably
Valara
pronouncing
Wick?
it.
No. It's Valuria Wick.
Valuria, sorry.
Nonsense. Right, so she's still queen. Good.
Yep. Her husband died recently. Took a tumble off the balcony.
Oh,
So you're from Drekis.
right. Yes, the great forested nation of Drekis. That's where I'm from.
Is your town in the forest? Or is
No,
your town
of course
outside
not.
the
Don't be ridiculous.
forest? So your town's outside the forested area.
Right. It's not in the big. Oh, we're in the forested area, though. Look about. There's so many
Yeah,
trees
we are.
here. Why, this isn't my home. You've got to take me home. I don't know where I live, though.
All right, so that cuts down most of Drekis because most of Drekis is the forest.
Well, I'm thinking we just take a little road trip for this. Instead of trying to figure him out, we go to Rencor, then we go to Darius, then we go to Whalers Bay, then to Krublin. If it's none of those, then we just take a little boat on over to Pernissus. And if it's not there, then I'm out of ideas.
Then we just drop him off at Santa Barbara and just say, "Hey, have fun."
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think we could probably hit up a couple towns, right? At least,
Yeah,
the fastest
yeah.
way would probably be down to Bon May and then go to take like a boat to the other places.
Didn't your
Yeah,
parents ever tell you it's impolite to talk about someone like they're not there? I can hear every word you're saying, and I'm not so dumb as to know that you're not talking about me. He says
we were-
indignantly.
I really like your shoes.
Why, thank you. They're sandals of speed, you know. I click the heels together, and I can run 5 times as fast as a normal man. Well, 3 times as fast as a normal man.
Alright.
Well, 3 to 5. Normal's kind of a subjective state, actually.
Yeah,
You know, so many
how-
things in life are subjective.
Yeah, I saw that foot race the other day, and everyone moved exactly at the same speed. It was weird.
Yeah, it's quite ridiculous.
Even though some of them were stronger than others.
You would expect people to have different movement rates, but it's not true. Everyone goes exactly the same pace. Unless they use optional running rules, in which case I have to
Yeah.
make, but then it's just run, I have to stop. No one ever slows down, they just come to a complete stop.
The optional rules. Well, so we want to head to Bon May and take a boat? If it's not Bon May?
Yeah, let's take a boat down to Bon May.
Sure.
Okay.
All right. You
Let's
guys
not murder
can
anyone in this city this time,
head
please.
down to the docks. Yes.
I didn't kill anyone.
You tried
Matt.
to kill someone. You tried to kill a 10th level wizard.
Well, in Bon May, they robbed someone as well. Last time.
Yeah.
On the docks, and they had
Yeah, I
the
can't
slowest
really
chase
show
sequence
my-
ever.
Yeah, I can't show my face in this city.
Okay. You guys can go down to the docks, hop into a little boat, and head down the
Yeah.
river. Someone shell out. What are there? 5 of you?
Yeah.
Are you gonna try and pass the barrel off as cargo or as a person?
Cargo.
He's a person.
Okay.
It's not going to work. It's going to be several days on the boat.
Yeah, man, I need food. That's
That'll work. It'll
that's
work.
real rude, okay?
You can get away
Out
with
of
it.
here,
What's the
Buster.
difference in
Okay.
pay? What's the difference in price?
Come on,
It
just
would be
pay for
an
it.
additional 3 gold if he's a person versus if he's a barrel.
It's fine.
Oh,
There's
come on,
3
you got
gold
a
per
fortune
person.
Off me. You got a
Okay.
fortune off me last week. Come on.
So 3 times 5 is 15 gold to make it to Bon May.
Who's paying this?
You can. You looted me last week.
Don't you have a ton of money? Matt?
All right. I'll get this one.
I can.
Sitting over there with like 600 gold, probably. I mean, I guess I can fork over 15.
Yeah. 370 gold, actually.
Big difference, my bad.
All right. Down the river we go. Let's see.
Any good river songs?
Yeah, so I'm gonna be playing my harmonica from inside my barrel. It's one of my cool tricks we can do.
Mhm.
You know, he's got his little harmonica. He sits inside and he blows on it back and forth. Play a good old riverboat tune.
Neal, when the old man is asleep, can I take his sandals?
Yes.
Okay.
Give me a dex check to remove his sandals. Well, I guess he probably doesn't sleep with them on, right?
Yeah.
That would be a weird thing to do.
Well,
Then
the
again-
adventurers always wear their stuff.
They are magic sandals.
Maybe he forgot to take them off.
Maybe he forgot to take them off. That's actually a possibility here. No, I dropped
All
my
he's
die.
got is magic. I mean,
True. It is all magic.
Oh, there goes a d20 that I'll never see again. He did indeed forget to take them off. I'm making him make inverse intelligence checks. So if he passes, he forgets, essentially.
Yeah.
So give me a dex check versus his perception check to see if you can remove his sandals without him noticing.
Okay.
Yeah, you take his sandals. You have them. They are sandals of speed. If you wear them and click your heels together, you can run at incredible rates. And I think that also gives you a bonus to AC. I think it gives you +2 to AC.
Now, we are taking a several-day boat ride, is that correct?
Yes.
So I would like to have a conversation with him at some point that, you know, at some point I was going to study his spells. We talked about this earlier.
All right. You can do this the next day when he wakes up and you have his sandals
I'll do that earlier
before you
early.
steal his sandals.
before I steal his sandals.
And what do you say to him?
You know, like I wanted to wondered if I could start studying those spells that we talked about earlier.
What spells?
Well, I mean, we discussed that you would be lending me some spells, and I would be lending you some spells, and you took my spells, and now it's my turn to take your spells.
What spells did I get off of you?
You got Fireball.
Fireball's my favorite spell. There's no way I've just learned it. That's ridiculous.
It's
What are you trying?
you didn't
Elder
just
abuse
learn.
is a real thing, you know? It's a terrible crime.
Listen,
one of the few
I taught
things
you
that
this spell-
therapists need
I
to
taught you
report.
this spell 20 years ago.
You don't look 20 years old.
I'm like 20. I'm almost 20.
My point exactly. What are you trying to do? Pull a fast one on me? Why, if I could remember my name, I would curse you in it.
Your name's
Neal,
Ferris.
I would like to leave,
Ferris?
and then
Ferris. Your name's Ferris.
Oh, splendid.
I would like to try to have this conversation with him again in about 15 minutes.
All right, 15 minutes pass.
I approach him.
Oh, hello.
Hello. You know, I'd like to talk. I was wondering if I could take my turn in selecting a spell from one of your spell books.
What are you talking about?
Earlier, we had that conversation about, you know, trading spells, and you've already learned one of my spells, and
I did?
now it's my
What spell
turn.
did I learn?
You learned silence.
Oh.
Yes. It's not a very powerful spell in comparison to your spells, I know, but I really thank you for lending me your wisdom, sir.
Well, what spell did you want to learn?
Just one of those lesser powered spells. Nothing like Fireball or anything, but just whatever.
right.
Anything you have available.
Well, you understand, of course, I can't let you see inside my book, but I can teach you one. How do you feel about without revealing too much, a displace self spell? It's a great one. Makes you not be where people think you are, so their first attack against you always misses.
That sounds great.
It's a clever one. Displace self, yes, second level spell. Here, let me show you. And he will sit down and teach you Dispel Magic as you guys float on the boat.
Dispel magic.
No, it's not spell magic. Display self. Sorry.
Oh, I thought that was deliberate.
Nope, that was
That
just.
would be a good move, though.
Okay, can I just take notes on the display self because I can't learn second level spells?
Ooh.
He's level
Can't
2
learn
now.
this one, huh?
I'm too weak.
Oh, I see. Isn't silence a second level spell?
Silence is the spell that my dungeon master said I should roll for
It's,
after last session.
it must be a forbidden. It must be a forbidden school of yours, right? You're specializing in something, and therefore you can't cast displace.
Ah.
Yes.
Sometimes that's how it is.
Well, I guess there's
Terrible.
silence,
Terrible.
and then there's silence 15-foot radius. They're very different spells. One of them is second or third level, and one of them's first level. How about this then, huh? You can only get the first level ones. I know a great first level spell for you.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Yes, it's fantastic, useful, far more useful than anyone ever suggested. Identify
Arcane spray.
potion. This one is nice and easy. You can learn all the potions without ever having to do the old testaroo and waste part of it or accidentally blow yourself up. You know, none of that questioning what is it, a love potion or a forget potion, you know, none of that nonsense.
That sounds excellent.
Great. And he will teach you identify potion. So if you would
Okay.
like to learn that, go ahead and roll.
Can
Does he
I
get advantage having a tutor?
can I get whiz roll to learn it with me?
What is it?
If he wants, you guys can have a group study session on the boat.
Yeah. It's identify potions. Are you interested in learning identify potions with us?
I suppose there's no reason not to.
Okay.
Yes,
And he'll cast Tinker's floating disc underneath the barrel and float on over next to you guys because it's not a long way away. That way he can move that distance.
Wait, does Tensor's flying just move relative to the boat, or does it move relative to the world?
We're
To the
already
caster.
been into rules on this, okay? Just ignore it.
I'm asking Neal, like, how does Tensor's work? Like, does it move? Can it
The
keep up with
wizard
boat,
is the
or-
frame of reference.
Oh, so it's fine. If the wizard is stationary, wouldn't he just float off the boat then? If the boat's moving under him?
The wizard is the frame of reference.
Yeah, but the floating wizard, he's
An object in motion stays in motion until acted upon by an outside force.
alright. So he's standing still on the boat.
He's floating still on the boat, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah. If the boat were all of a sudden to stop, the disc would probably keep going. He's
Alright.
probably gonna need to like lasso himself somewhere so he can turn with it, but he'll be fine.
pretty
I'll be
useful,
fine.
actually. You like
could.
run, take a running start and jump on a disc and like go forward.
They say the coastal wizards of the Spice Islands use Tensor's floating disc as a method of what do you call it? Oh, God, I can't believe I'm forgetting the term for this. Skimboarding?
Is that where you-
Skimboarding. I think
Where
that's the
the-
term.
The waves go on the water and then you on the land and then you run on top of it and you go along the water.
Yeah, you've got the board and you
Yeah.
do it just in the coast, right as the water's just above the sand. Yeah.
Yeah, skimboarding. Yeah, you're right.
Skimboarding.
Sorry, my words aren't good today. We're struggling.
No, it's good. I couldn't even remember the term. Right. So, you guys can both roll D100, see if you learn it. Did you learn it, Darius?
Don't I need to be under my number?
Yes, you want to be equal to or under your number.
Yes, I learned
Oh
it.
nope.
Okay.
Wow.
Unfortunately, Riz roll did not.
Oh, oops.
Oops. Yep. You know how to copy them from the...
Yeah, I'll just do it all
Okay,
later.
sweet.
Well, what if we need it?
Click the button on the
Okay,
spell
it's-
number.
It's very important.
Right. So you guys are floating down the river. And on the third day of your journey, there is an encounter.
Ooh.
Yes, it is the fearsome water trolls that live along the river. Why don't we take a quick little zoom in here?
Are 3 days long enough to regenerate 6 mana?
you would roll your willpower every day to regenerate mana. So roll it 3 times. You had better be more than 6.
Well,
Oh
it's
my
also
God.
been studying. Okay, never mind. I would have said you got bonus because you're studying spell books during that time as well.
Right.
I assume I only need to tensors over to them one time. I assume they come back to the
Yeah.
same spot. They don't make me go tensors around the boat.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so there you guys are on your
What a-
boat when a hand reaches up on the left side of your boat. That's going to be the east side of the island. Reaches up,
Island?
grabs the boat. You're of Arcadia, the whole island. East. It's coming from the east. Reaches up and begins to pull himself onto your boat. I know it's a little bit early for our break, but we're going to take our break right here. And when we come back, we're going to run the combat. So we will see you
Right.
on the other side with a little more shenanigans.